Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode on our Jetstar tour. Today we're in Perth and we are going to be taking the 4-hour flight up to Cairns. We're in the FSLabs A320, we're in the Sharklets today, and we're in the Jetstar Victor Hotel Victor Foxtrot uniform. Pretty much the same aircraft we'll be using in the whole tour. It depends if we switch to a 319 later on in the tour. So yeah, it's 4 hours 20 minutes today. We're not flying real time. Obviously, being in Australia, that the last couple of videos have been at night time, so I thought I'd switch up a little bit and give you something a bit more visually clean and a bit nicer rather than sort of just night lighting. So like I say, it's 4 hours 20 minutes. We've got 156 passengers. Let's get inside and get these people right across the other side of Australia. Cool, so we're in the flight deck then. We have external power, batteries on, etc, etc. I've loaded in cold and dark like I always do. So what we'll do is we'll come over to the ATSU page and we'll initialize the flight. We'll request that and get that sent off. Departure is obviously Perth, arrival is Cairns. Fuel on board right now is 2.5 tons, which is way not enough. And flight time of 4 hours 3 minutes is telling us right now. So we'll just do that again, just to double check it's all gone through. Like I say, we're not flying real world today, so obviously right now it's currently 9:35 Zulu. I'll also put a time later in actually. There we go. So it didn't like that for some reason, but that's worked now. We've got 15 tons of fuel, taxi fuel of 100, so trip fuel of 11.3 tons. So we'll get that printed off on the printer and then we'll send that, and then hopefully here in a few seconds you should be able to see. There we go. Cool. So the two noises that you just heard was my printer giving me the fuel and the slot notification. Zero delay obviously because we're not flying on VATSIM, so we haven't got to worry about any issues there. Departure ATIS, we might be able to get an ATIS if there is any. If not, then we won't be able to. But fuel's on board 15.9 or 15.1 tons. So everything else is pretty much ready. We can start loading in our 127 passengers. We're just going to take a note of this number, 61.4 and 35.3, because what we'll do is we'll come over to the init page, request the wins, and go back, and then we've got block fuel of 15.2, and actually I have forgotten the number, 0 fuel weights already, 61.4 and 35.3, so we can put that in now. So 65.4. So Perth is our departure today, and we've been given 03 for departure on the Amana 2 departure. Yep, that looks about right. And what we'll do is we won't worry about the arrival just yet, because there's no point being the fact that we're 4 hours away, so it really hasn't got any bearing on us right now. I suppose we can wait for a little bit and wait for the passengers to be boarded. It's probably a good opportunity now to start the APU, turn on the fuel pumps, get those all sorted. Beacon is on. We can arm the doors, emergency lights, and seatbelt signs can go on because we have passengers and we have fuel on board. And that pretty much is us ready for performance. So what we'll do is check back in a couple of minutes and be ready for programming our performance. Cool, so we are all ready to go then. We just need to do the last two things. So local QNH down in Perth is 1019, so we'll cross check those. And then we can start putting in our performance into the calculator. So we are Yankee Papa Hotel. We are going from runway 03, and we will go full length again today. Full length, and then we will calculate the V speeds. So V speeds 155, 155 and 156. So we can put those in here. 155, 155 and 156. We have a flex temp of 63. And we are 1 down 0.7. Cool. Right, that is us then ready to go. We've just got to look at constraints. And if we go over to Navigraph, if we go over to here and then departures, so we're on the Amana departure. So basically 8,000 is a restriction, so what we'll do is we'll put 8,000 in here. We've got everything else ready to go, I believe. Yes, we're all good here. We're all good there. APU is all on, yada yada yada. So we are pretty much ready to go. Just double check a couple of other bits. APU is running. So we can disconnect the, come over to here, sorry. We can disconnect the powers, connections can go. So GPU and the chocks. GPU can come away, disconnect, there we go. Okay, it's not disconnecting, okay. I have to do it the old fashioned way. It's probably got a bit stuck. So we'll disconnect the external controls. Oh, it's got stuck on. Okay, the truck is coming to pick it up. So that's fine. And then we can look at the departure then and our taxi routing. So we're stand 19 and we're going to 03. So basically it's a left. Nose left, and then it's basically Juliet and then all the way down on Alpha, and that's basically what we need to do. So we can come over here, connections, we can request the jetway to be disconnected and then request pushback.
Tow truck disconnected, bypass pin removed.
Cool. Disconnect the APU now. Taxi lights can come on. The auto brake can go max. We've got everything else. Well, we run through our after start checklist then. Ground clearance has been seen. Anti-ice not required. Flaps config +1. APU is off.
Left is clear.
Y electric
Right
pump
is
not
clear.
required. ECAM status is checked, and that is the after start checklist then. We're all good to go. So like I say, we are going to be taxiing straight Juliet Alpha all the way to Alpha, sorry, to holding point runway 03. Right, so we're coming up to runway now. So we'll just stop here. Get the last few bits done. We'll do a quick flight control test. Full left. Full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral. Cool. So we're cleared for takeoff. So flight controls have been checked, TCAS, TIRA. Trims, we'll just stop here and do the trims. Actually, it's a good point, I forgot those. We'll stop here and they were down 0.7. Well remembered, that's why we have a checklist. Departure briefing has been confirmed. Takeoff data 155, 155, 156. Flaps config +1. Ecam status check, no blue. And then runway lights are already on, cabin crew has been given, and packs are off. That is the before takeoff checklist complete. So what we'll do is we'll roll all the way around and then line ourselves up, and then vacate. And the last thing we need to do is just start the clock. So we'll disconnect the tiller because I always forget to do that. Start the clock, put some thrust in, hold it on the brakes. Manflex SO runway, auto thrust blue. We're moving now. 80 knots is checked. We're heavy today. V1 rotate. Gear up. Speed check, flaps up. And then climb thrust. Packs. And then takeoff lights can come off.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated.
Spoilers.
At each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not.
Cool. There we go.
This includes e-cigarettes.
And we vacated a very, very beautiful looking Perth.
Offering you the chance to purchase from a selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most. Any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. Potential emergency situation has arisen. As a precaution, we will be preparing the cabin for an emergency landing.
Right, so we're going to climb out now, flight level 330. And as always, you'll see some nice cinematic shots. And I'll speak to you guys in about 4 hours' time when we're in our descent to Cairns. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Cool. Welcome back. Hope you've enjoyed the last cinematic shots. It's a common feature on this series that we're always flying at the in the dark. So we're currently over Cairns right now. We are just on our approach into Cairns. So we're currently 6,000 feet. We have everything programmed. We'll just run through that right now. So we're landing runway 15 Zulu. So we have programmed in that config full, and we're just ascending to maintain 3,000 feet. Right now, as you can see by the visuals, we are extremely dark, and the speed brake is out. We are a little bit too high for our profile, but that should be okay. In a few minutes, we'll get that back. Auto brake medium. As we want to be vacated fairly very quickly, and we want to be vacated by probably Bravo 4, Bravo 5, and we're looking for parking stand 20, as that was what the real life plane landed on when it done this flight. So yeah, we're gonna auto brake medium just to get us completely stationary before we shoot off the end of the runway, because we tend to do that on this channel. But anyway, like I say, it's very, very misty and very, very foggy. The weather down the ground is 21 degrees. It's 160 at 10 knots, so perfect for 1.5s. Yeah, scattered clouds. Well, it's partially cloudy, I should say, so there are some scattered clouds. And a QNH of 1027. So we're all ready to pretty much go. We're just about to finish our descent phase and go into our approach phase. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really, guys. There's Norman to say we are ready for the cabin is secure. So cool. Norman's happy. I am happy. We are, ready for our final approach. You can just see over to our right hand side. We'll be turning right any second now, and lining up ourselves with runway 15. Probably a good opportunity now to, as we start banking, to sort of say thank you everyone who has watched this video so far and watched all the content on my channel. If you've liked the video and you're not yet a subscriber, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. And most importantly, if you've liked the video, please do give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help the algorithm grow and reaching more and more of you wonderful people. If there are any flight requests that you want to put forward, you can either do that in my Discord, the link is in the description, or you can do that via the comments section. So whatever which way you choose to do so, you're more than welcome to do both. But yeah, you join the Discord, hit me up on all socials at Toga Simulations everywhere. Give us a follow, drop us a follow, and there's other sneak peeks of content that I'm doing throughout the week, other games that we play on the channel. So yeah, go and follow me up on there. We're just turning final now, and the approach phase is now active, so we'll arm the approach phase on here. We'll take flaps 1 when we have the localizer. So we can probably go through the approach checklist then. ECAM status is checked. Approach briefing, runway 15 is confirmed. Minima is set to 390. We have the approach phase is active, and the QNH is set 1020. And that is the approach checklist complete. Cool. Right, we'll go flap 2. We have the glide slope as well. Missed approach phase then if we need it. Should we need it, I should say. It is a very easy one. Turn left, track heading 015, intercept 5 DME arc, and then climb maintain 3,700 or as directed by ATC. ILS missed approach feed requires left turn as soon as practicable, but not before the ICMM. Okay, so miss approach is basically a left turn and basically start again. 3,700 feet is our go around. So what we'll do is we'll program that in if we need to. But that's pretty much it. We've got a headwind of 27 knots right now, I believe. Yep, we have. So that's going to slow us down a little bit. And when we get the call out for 2500, we'll gears down flat full. And that should be us pretty much fully configured. So we have roughly 7 miles to run. Yep, 7 miles to run until we're on the ground. So there's the 2500 call. We'll gears down flat full. The gears coming down now. Lovely jubbly. I reckon this approach should be lovely in the daytime. We'll have to fly back out of here again in the daytime. Should be pretty cool. The last of the flaps sent. 5 miles to go. Beautiful night lighting in northern Australia. We're actually not too far away now from sort of the top end of Papua New Guinea, places like that. So pretty handy, looking pretty good. We got a disc on here, I think. Or have we? Very strange. So what we'll do in a few moments, we'll take out the autopilot and we'll land ourselves. Spoilers can be armed, last final thing, and then yeah, pretty good. Right, so we'll take out the autopilot. Checked. I have control of the aircraft. Oh, an amazing approach. That actually probably deserves a picture, actually. Continue. Ooh. $80 knots, manual brakes. I've done it again. I've definitely done it again. This is default scenery. Every time. Right, want to vacate Bravo 4. Well, welcome everybody to a very, very, very default looking Cairns. So I installed the Orbex scenery for this, and it clearly has not worked, unfortunately. So something I definitely should have checked for when I was setting this flight up. So that's completely 100% my fault. So yeah, I apologise for that profusely. Right, we'll clear up the aircraft then and worry about the rest of that in a minute. So I'm not sure if this CSX is going to work for us, but we want gate 20. And if I'm right in thinking that we have got to do a right turn in a second. Yeah, Charlie 4. Oh, in fact, we'll do this. This is technically Charlie 3. This is the way we want to go. And then this next left. In fact, it's a left turn here. And way off the taxiway again. That's the next one. Cool. Engines off. We will request deboarding. And then request the stairs. And then we're safely on the ground. Oops, wrong button. Dome light on. Cool. That is Jetstar 977 safely on the ground, although it's a default scenery Cairns. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber to the channel, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.